Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy and today we're going to be talking about keywords again and why your SEO might not be working on your website. But first, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button and join our free community down below in the description box where I help out business owners and help them get all of the keywords that they need, and we just chat about SEO and I offer SEO help and tips and all kinds of cool things there. Okay, so I have quite a few students who ask me all the time, why isn't my SEO working? What am I doing wrong? Well, that's really a loaded question because when we're talking about technical type things, as you can imagine, there's a lot of things that you could be doing wrong. You could be in a totally different world and not even know it, or you could just be doing a couple little things that we can fix that might actually start bringing in the right traffic. Because one of the things that you want to do, and one of the reasons why we do SEO, is to bring in those customers and clients to your website that are going to be wanting whatever it is that you're offering or selling, whether that is a digital product or a actual physical product that they're going to be ordering through the mail. So let's go over 3 big reasons why your SEO might not be working. Okay, so reason number 1 is you're targeting the wrong people with your keywords. Now this is a huge one and I see this all the time. And this is one of the reasons why I really suggest having an SEMrush account, which I will leave a link down below to an SEMrush affiliate account that I have that you can sign up and get a free trial for. I've used a lot of keyword tools in my day and SEMrush is by far the best. They have the most information for the best price. There's also free accounts too. I started out using the free account, totally suggest doing that. So one of the things that I've noticed with these keywords is that a lot of people rush into SEO without doing the research, and the research is really what's going to pay off here. The research is going to help you figure out what the right keywords are, and there's a lot of things that goes into keyword research. There's researching your actual competitors and seeing what they're doing and what they're using, because if you're researching somebody who's at the top of Google who is selling the same thing that you are, chances are they're going to be using the right keywords that you're going to want to be using. So checking their website out and figuring out what those keywords are is going to be one of the things that helps push you to the top. Now there are keyword tools within SEMrush that will tell you what your competitors are actually using as keywords, so you know, and you can have like a compiled list of, okay, this is competitor A and they're using this list of keywords and I know this list of keywords is working, so I should be using those and targeting those keywords. So that's one of the tactics that you can use to actually target specific keywords that are working, that are going to bring in the customers that you need for your products. So targeting the wrong people comes in a lot of different forms. This could come in the form of not researching your keywords, guessing your keywords. Guessing keywords is probably one of the biggest mistakes that I see in SEO, and everybody does this at the beginning. They don't realize that Google has a set standard of keywords already. Google already knows what people are searching. They don't want you guessing, and you shouldn't be guessing either, because if you think, oh, I want to be at the top for whale t-shirts, nobody might be actually searching whale t-shirts. Your people might actually be searching ocean life t-shirts. They don't see, and the thing is that you don't know this until you actually start doing the research. And that's one of the things I try to explain to my students and my clients when they start their SEO journey, because if we're guessing keywords and we're just making whatever we make up in our head as the keyword because that's how we search, the problem is that everybody searches differently, and you need to figure out what the majority of your people are searching for and grab that search phrase to be your main keyword and not whatever it is that what you made up in your head. That's going to be one of the biggest keys to your success when we're talking about SEO. And when we're targeting the right people, the traffic is naturally going to come in. Number 2, your website isn't indexed. Now I know this is tech stuff and it gets a little scary sometimes, especially when we're new website and business owners, but there are people that you can pay on the web to do this. I know people at Fiverr do this all the time for you if you don't know how to do it. And a lot of the website builders like Shopify and Wix and Squarespace make indexing your site a really, really simple thing because they're already hooked up and integrated with Google. I did this with my WooCommerce website, and I've done this with a Squarespace, and I've done this with a Shopify. It usually takes one day to get approved and everything and to have everything go through seamlessly, but it's one of those steps where you actually have to submit a file to Google through your website. It's not difficult. There are tutorials out there everywhere on the web. Just look up on Google how to submit your sitemap and index your site. Submitting your sitemap and indexing is what you want to look for. You need to have that submitted to Google so Google knows, okay, it's time to crawl this website. That is one of the most important steps to do that a lot of new website owners don't realize unless if they are building their website themselves without a coach or a program to help them. They have to do that step. If you skip that step, then Google might not be crawling your website as often as needed to rank you properly. So make sure that you actually go in and do that step. Okay, lastly, one of the biggest things I see is that a lot of website owners, when they first start an SEO journey, they don't know how to properly put their keywords on their website. So they have a list of keywords, they just don't know what to do with them. And that's one of the things that I teach the most in my courses is what to do with those keywords. So say you have a list from, the Google Keyword Planner or an SEMrush account. Now what? What do I do with them? So one of the things you want to do is you want to make sure that you're not overusing your keywords and you're not using them too few times so Google doesn't know what you're talking about. Google is very smart, and Google gets smarter and smarter every single year, it seems. And SEO changes from time to time, and it's one of those things that you really need to keep up with if you're going to get ahead in the game. So SEO isn't like a one and done thing. Even with optimized pages, you really do still need to keep up with them. And sometimes when a keyword is on top and the best in that industry for that specific product, it could be 6 months and that totally cool thing that was selling like crazy is no longer selling, and now it's a new thing. And those are kind of like, your fad items. Like take fidget spinners, for example. Fidget spinners were huge forever, it seemed like, and then poof, they were gone. They were here one minute and gone the next. And now nobody's really trying to rank for fidget spinners because nobody's buying them anymore. So even though it's a keyword, it might not be a very trending keyword. So having the right keywords, of course, is very, very important, but knowing what to do with those keywords is also really, really important. You need to have your keyword in certain spots to actually communicate to Google what your page is all about. And communicating to Google is really what SEO is all about. It's just the language between you and Google. So you, through your website, can tell Google, hey, this is what my site is all about. This is what this specific page is about. And this is the group of people that is going to want to see this page. And when you put those keywords in those right spots and you don't overuse them, like keyword stuffing. Keyword stuffing was huge about 10 years ago, which was basically just put your keyword 100 times all over your page, anywhere you could put it, and you would reach the top of Google. SEO doesn't work like that anymore because it looked spammy, and quite honestly, people didn't want to click on or buy pages that looked like that because they just looked like they were going to take your money and run. So these days, a more organized, streamlined page that looks very natural and has very naturally written product descriptions are what's ranking high in Google. So that's really what you need to focus on when you're doing your keyword research and when you're putting keywords on your page. Make sure that it flows naturally and that you're not using your keyword too many times per page, because if you do that, Google's going to think that you're spam. I hope that these tips helped you. Make sure that you join our free group for more tips and videos from me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.